Don't go away. Coming right up is Sweet Dan Sweet reviewing two new comics that are on the racks right now. Avengers Arena number 4 and Batman number 17, which is the last issue of the Death of the Family storyline. Coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, less is always more, because all new comics are always 15% off here at Alternate Reality. Every day for everyone. Unlike other stores, I have knocked 15% off the cover price of every new comic that's ever walked out the door here, going all the way back to when I first opened in 1994. So why shop anywhere else when you can come down here and save 15% off every day for everyone at Alternate Reality?
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, comic book man. Stop stealing my booty.
It was Comic Book Man's idea to bundle all those derivatives. He thought they looked lonely. Hey, Sweet, what's up with Avengers Arena 4 and Batman 17, Death of the Family?
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan Sweet and Comic Book Man.
coming to you from Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, especially all my Batman comics and all of my Avengers comics, are always 15% off every day for everyone. 2 reviews, 1 show. Starting off with Batman
the
number
newest Batman.
17, the last part of the Death of the Family storyline,
Death of the
which has
Family.
been chugging its way through the DC Universe, well, at least through the Batman titles in the DC Universe, for the last 2 to 3 months. It's wrapping up, it's done, it's over with. We find out who the Joker kills, and it is...
I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it is a
almost got
letdown. Should we
It's
say
what?
letdown?
Is it a letdown?
Can we say letdown?
What? Did you think it was a letdown?
I think that as a metaphorical idea behind the title, it's great. The
Smart
idea of
guy.
including the words specifically utilized in the title might piss people off.
Death of the,
The family.
Not death in the family, not death of a member of the family, but death of
The family.
That's the title. Now, we're not giving anything away. Look, right here.
It's right on the front. It says it
Death
right there.
of the family.
Death of the family. And you get that. You get a healthy dose of Batman and Joker and a lot of craziness. And you get a payoff that is very much metaphorical in nature, symbolic in nature. It is not on par with what I believe comic book fans have come to expect from event comics. And maybe that's me. Maybe I'm a crappy fan that when you put death right on the cover, that's what I'm looking for. Not that I want.
Except for the origin of the Justice League, this has probably had the biggest build-up in the New 52
Yep.
of any other book. I mean, the very first issue of Detective,
Yep.
Joker gets his face cut
Yep.
off, and boom, we're building all the way up to this issue, which just came out.
Things that rock about Batman. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. Great team. Probably not matched on Batman comics in terms of names since Loeb and Lee did the book. And then before that, probably a while.
They're a good team.
They're a great team. The story that they're telling, Joker with his creepy, pinned-on face, phenomenal atmosphere, phenomenal mood. I mean, it really sets the stage. Alfred gets kidnapped. You think Alfred's blind.
Messed up.
Really messed up. You think Alfred is all... You have reasons to worry. And then you get to this last issue. And this is an arc that's about half the size of the Court of Owls arc.
Okay.
Which I felt had an infinitely more powerful payoff.
Okay.
I feel like we got to the end of this journey, and it wasn't necessarily worth taking the trip.
No.
As much as I like the book, as much as I will continue to buy the book, you do get the death of the family.
The book dances around a lot of the issues which
Yeah.
which fans and writers of the book have been dancing around for many, many years. Who is the Joker? Does Bruce Wayne, Batman, know who the Joker is? Does the Joker know who Batman really is? You know, how important is that to the Joker? All these things are danced around. And there is the cute scene. There is a cute scene. I'm not giving anything away here. There's a cute scene in there where they have a sort of Mad Hatter tea party down in the Batcave together. And I'm not going to give it away. But that's real
scene
cute.
had me on edge.
Yeah, he really
that
did.
had me
it's
on edge.
creepy as hell. It's creepy as hell.
Because the idea wasn't implausible. What Joker could have potentially done to those people was not out of the question at that point.
And I like the characterization of the Joker in this run. I mean, you know, the Joker's been done funny, he's been done seriously creepy, he's been done a lot of different ways. I really like the interpretation of Joker right up to this last issue in this entire run of the series.
He's the really just maniacal madman with very like tunnel vision.
Yeah.
His goal is Batman. Batman's goal is the Joker. They need each other, yin and yang, two sides of the same coin. Every question about the Joker that you just brought up, though, you don't get any resolution to any of it.
Well,
You
not,
do
not, to
find
give
out-
too, not to give too much away,
I don't-
but
yeah.
everything is brought up. Very little's resolved.
Nothing is resolved. And that's the thing is with a lot of Batman books, it's all about retaining the mystery. You can expect the expected with Batman.
Right.
You know that going into Batman, you don't know anything about the Joker. Coming out of this story, you still don't know anything about the Joker.
No.
You know just about as much about Batman as you did going into the story. That's just the nature of Batman's character.
But the one interesting thing is they do put out there, like I said, they put out there everything that all the fans want them to say, that the writers know that you want to know about these characters. It's all there. The writers slap it right in your face, and you know what? You say, well, we're done with it. No payoff. No payoff.
And that's okay, because you have to leave room for the next guy to come in and maybe build upon it. Maybe one day DC will say, all right, the Joker's name is Ed Jones, and this is where he lived, and Batman's known that all along.
Jack Napier.
Somebody did it.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Napier. If you can expect the expected.
If you can expect the expected in Batman,
you can always expect the unexpected in Avengers Arena.
and you hate saying, look at how he laughs when he says it. Here's the deal. Marvel now, a lot of old stuff dressed up in new packaging, new writers, and stuff like that. I think the only true new idea, which is borrowing from Hunger Games and all
Which
this
doesn't
other
make
stuff,
it a new idea.
the new
The only,
idea
new,
for these,
the only new idea they have is the one they stole from Hunger Games.
the new idea presented towards these characters. They haven't put these characters in a situation where, and by new character or by these characters I mean the youth of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, the kids.
The next generation of Marvel superheroes.
The ones that are killing each other on this island.
Well,
We assume.
coming into Avengers Arena, the only two books that I really had a background with that this would be based on is Runaways and Avengers Academy.
Yeah. Well, those are about the only two you needed.
About it. You didn't have to read any Darkhawk. You didn't have to read any Sentinel,
Right.
even though those characters were included. I loved the Avengers Academy kids. I love the Runaways kids. Both groups of these kids are shoved onto this island. Arcade says you're all going to kill each other. It's Hunger Games. It's the most dangerous game. It's any number of stories that's preceded it. It's surviving the game with Ice-T for all intents and purposes. However,
It's derivative.
in Marvel Comics,
Yes.
I don't know that there's a book that's willing to take risks with its characters as openly, as overtly, with balls of solid brass this big.
Okay. How are they doing this?
Well,
In what
aside
way?
from
In what way? Give
and,
me an
and I
example.
believe we reviewed
Without giving
this-
anything away.
I believe we might have reviewed the first issue.
We
of
did.
this
We
book.
reviewed the first issue.
and a very beloved character who I read in a lot
Yes.
of books died on the last page of the first
Yes, he
issue.
did. Yes, he did.
The last page of this issue is just as shocking without actually taking a character's life.
Yeah.
It's meaningful to Runaways fans. It's meaningful to Avengers Academy's fans. You have the potential death of another character from Avengers Academy. That's 2 out of 4.
Okay.
By the fourth issue? Fourth issue, you have 2 of 4 potential deaths in the Avengers Academy camp. You have none out of some of the others. You have a couple odd new characters. Dennis Hopeless, the writer, created a bunch of characters. The Captain Britain School of Superheroicism, whatever you might call it.
Right. Super heroics.
Yeah. You have all these new characters. They're cannon fodder. You have old characters. They're cannon fodder. Who's gonna die next?
Sounds like Walking Dead.
Well, it's truly the only book in the Marvel Now universe that I don't know where it's gonna go. There's no real way to tell. And you might know Hunger Games, how that ends. You might know how that Ice-T movie ends. You might know how all sorts of things end. You don't know where this is going. And that's what I think is so solid about it. And all the homage covers to all the great stuff. I mean, that's solid. I love this book. Buy that book before you buy the new Batman book.
Okay, well, I was going to say, Batman book,
Batman book's good if you've been reading it, but it's not good in terms of payoff. Avengers Academy is good all the time, no matter what.
And there you go. That's it. We're done with Finisher out of here. We got no more time for this review. Go to the store's website, though. Check out all of Bo's news on comic books, and occasionally he actually sends a
Yeah,
review.
you can't check out anything of mine.
And where's the all secret? Oh, there's a bunch of his reviews on there.
What's your password?
They're old reviews, but they're a bunch of old reviews.
They're old.
Where's the store's website at? That's what you're asking yourself. One person knows. Who is it?
Sarah!
And here it is, the lovely website, www.maraltonetreality.com.
So go to the store's website. Check out all of his reviews, all of Bo's news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Sweet Dan Sweet.
Say it.
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.